An ICE agent shot a protester in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So if you do not know, right now there's a lot of protesters in Minneapolis because there are 2,000 ICE agents currently in Minneapolis carrying out ICE raids, deporting the illegals and the fraudsters and all that stuff, arresting them, all great stuff. But a lot of protesters are stopping them, getting in their way, obstructing law enforcement, which is a federal crime. And what happened as a result is that someone was shot and killed by an ICE protester. Now, the left is saying it was an act of unjust murder. The right is saying that the woman was trying to hurt ICE agents. Let's see what Grok has to say. Grok's summary on this trending news. ICE agent kills woman in Minneapolis immigration operation class. Shooting happened Wednesday near East 34th Street and Portland Avenue amid a large ICE operation with up to 2,000 agents targeting deportations in the Twin Cities. Federal officials called it self-defense, claimed the driver tried to ram officers stuck in snow, while Mayor Jacob Frey rejected that as bullshit after reviewing video and demanded ICE leave the city. Witnesses described the SUV slowly reversing away when shots were fired. Protests followed with federal agents using pepper spray as local leaders called for accountability and a local probe. Now, let's watch the videos. Let's watch the different angles and let's see what actually happened. So right here, this was the first video that came out.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood.
So, you know, they're getting in the way of ICE vehicles and ICE agents. They're blocking the road so that they can't pass. So now they're saying, get out the car, get out the car.
No!
And so she drives away, and that's when the ICE agent shoots her.
What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? Dude, you did a murder for what?
Okay, so there's that angle. Okay, there's another angle right here. I think this shows a better angle.
No!
So he's saying, get out the car, get out the car. And here's a word of advice, okay? If you don't want trouble, just comply with law enforcement. Just comply with law enforcement, especially after you are literally, intentionally blocking the road. The car is sideways, okay? You are blocking the road to prevent ICE agents from carrying out their duties. And when they tell you to get out, get out. Okay, don't try to drive away.
No! No! Shame! Shame!
Gava, thanks for the follow.
Oh my fucking god!
Oh my gosh, woman. All these women. Oh my gosh, shut up. But here's the thing. If you see here clearly,
No!
she drives towards him. That ICE agent right there.
No! Shame! Shame! Oh my fucking god! No! No! Shame! Shame! Oh my fucking god! What the fuck? What the fuck? You just...
So yeah, so if you look at it closely, look, her wheels are pointed straight, okay? Her wheels are pointed straight. That means she's trying to, in her fit of rage or even like fear, okay? Because when you're in that really high tense situation, you tend to want to like do things that are rash and reckless. And so she reverses, okay? And then she straightens her wheels, okay? Her wheels aren't immediately turned to the right, okay? And then after she tries to hit him, then she turns her wheels to the right, okay?
No! No! Shame!
So clearly she was trying to hit that ICE officer who was in front of her. And for what reason she was trying to hit him? Maybe she was just trying to get out the way. She was scared. Maybe she wanted to inflict pain and hurt that ICE agent on her way out while escaping. Regardless, she was trying to hurt him. Or even if she wasn't, let's say like we can't prove intent because she's dead now, right? But she still was going to hit and ram an ICE agent. You're not allowed to do that, okay? First of all, you're not even allowed to do this, all right? You're not allowed to park your car sideways in the middle of the road, obviously those are traffic violations there in and of itself, but you're doing so in order to prevent ICE vehicles from moving, from federal vehicles from going to where they need to go. Okay, you're obstructing law enforcement. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that. You can't just do that. It's a crime. And it's so, regardless of what you think about this shooting and what her actions were after the ICE agents approached her, first of all, this in and of itself warrants her to be arrested. But then here,
No!
they tell him to get out the car. She doesn't get out the car.
No!
And instead, she tries to hit the ICE agent who's standing in front of the car.
Oh, shame! Shame! Oh my fucking God! What the fuck?
Yeah, so here's another angle.
No!
Right here. It happens here.
No! No! Shame! Shame! Oh my fucking God! What the
All right,
fuck?
lots of tension, lots of crazy stuff. But I think there's another angle that we can see from far away. Okay, shared right here. New angle shows woman ramming the ICE agent before he fires at her. So right here, there's another angle right here. Oof. So right there. So you see, the car hits him. So she rams into him. So I'm gonna be completely honest, chat. There's a lot of things happening. Okay. So let's look at first what the immediate response from Homeland Security was. Today, ICE officers in Minneapolis were conducting targeted operations when riders began blocking ICE officers, and one of these violent riders weaponized her vehicle, attempting to run over our law enforcement officers in an attempt to kill them, an act of domestic terrorism. An ICE officer, fearing for his life, the lives of his fellow law enforcement, and the safety of the public, fired defensive shots. He used his training and saved his own life and that of his fellow officers. The alleged perpetrator was hit and is deceased. The ICE officers who were hurt are expected to make full recoveries. This is the direct consequence of constant attacks and demonization of our officers by sanctuary politicians who fuel and encourage rampant assaults on our law enforcement, who are facing a 1,300% increase in assaults against them and an 8,000% increase in death threats. This is an evolving situation, and we will give the public more information as soon as it becomes available. Okay, one thing. Everything was fine except for this. It's like, come on, man. It just makes you look weak. The officer fearing for his life. Let's be real. Like, yes, it's not easy for you to do and conduct these ICE raids. ICE agents put their lives on the line every single time they conduct these raids. And I have deep, massive respect for them. But to say he's fearing for his life, he shot in self-defense, just makes you look weak. It's just the optics thing. You know, it might be true, but it's just an optics thing. It's an optics thing. And so, you should have this phrase, man. Just don't have this phrase. And otherwise, I think it's a good response. So they're saying that it's self-defense, right? A lot of people claiming that it's self-defense. I think even Christy Nome said, well, right here, we got Trisha McCaughlin, Assistant Secretary of the DHS. All right, it's the same thing. She said this, and then Homeland Security just reposted exactly what she said. But I'm pretty sure Christy Nome said something about it. Christy Nome. Pretty sure she said something about it. She made a statement about it. Christy Nome. What's her statement? Okay, right here. Our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them, and those surrounding them attempted to run them over and ran them with their vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively to protect himself and the people around him. These vehicle rammings are domestic acts of terrorism.
It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him. And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased. We're continuing to gather more information, but this goes to show the assaults that our ICE officers and our law enforcement are under every single day. These vehicle rammings are domestic acts of terrorism. We're working with the Department of Justice to prosecute them as such. We will continue to protect our ICE officers and in cooperation with other law enforcement agencies as well.
True.
It was an act of domestic terrorism.
Like, these acts, there's so many acts of terrorism against the state that's happening right now. A lot of acts of terrorism against ICE agents, and people keep forgetting the ICE agents are still people. They're still people. But they have, like, all these left-wing protesters, in the same way that they killed Charlie Kirk and murdered him and celebrated him, they categorize people as evil, as unequivocally, irredeemably evil. That people like ICE agents, the DHS, anyone in the Trump admin, Charlie Kirk, people like you and me, that we're irredeemably evil. So therefore, violence against us is justified because we need to stand up against Nazis. And there's that phrase, they call you Nazis. They don't kill you because you're Nazis. They call you Nazis to kill you. And that's exactly what they do with ICE agents. So what's happening, they are acts of domestic terrorism. They are, absolutely. They're absolutely acts of domestic terrorism. Now, it's Max. What's up, Max? The officer told her to stop the vehicle too, as seen in the video. It's crazy how people are trying to blame it on the officer. Yeah, he told her to get out of the car and to stop, and she didn't. So what are law enforcement officers supposed to do? Well, they got to stop you. And if you're trying to if you're about to get rammed by someone in a vehicle, you're going to get hit. You're going to get shot. I mean, like, what do you think's going to happen? Like, these left-wing protesters act so crazy, and then when they, like, have to deal with the consequences of their actions, of their craziness, they scream like victim. They scream murderer, murderer, murderer. It's the same thing with George Floyd. Again, Minneapolis, there's something demonic about what's going on in Minneapolis, man. A lot of death, a lot of chaos, a lot of darkness. And I say that as someone who lived in Minneapolis for a year. There's something dark, and there's something like demonic that's brewing in the Twin Cities right now. And I can't describe it. Maybe it is the influx of Somalis, but there's something really demonic happening. And the same with George Floyd, where he resisted arrest. He was constantly this huge 6'3", just black dude, right, 200 something pounds, just constantly resisting arrest, so that they had to detain him and they had to put him on the ground. And they're like, oh. And same thing with all the criminals we see in the body cam footages of they were shot. It's like, okay, but you're driving away. You're trying to drive over police officers, or you're trying to stab them. You're approaching them. You're attacking them. What do you think police officers are going to do? What do you think law enforcement officers are going to do? They're going to shoot you in self-defense or to apprehend you. And so just comply. Just comply. And these left-wing LARPers who think they're some revolutionaries fighting against a fascist authoritarian regime, putting their lives on the line for foreign invaders, like, you're going to F around and find out. And this is what it is. Don't F around, because if you F around, you're going to find out. We never tolerated this kind of anarchy and this chaos and this nonsense, these kind of acts of insurrection and domestic terrorism ever in American history. We stomped it out swiftly. And people keep saying, these liberals, this is so anti-American. No, it's not anti-American. You don't have the right to ram ICE agents with your car. You don't have the right to stop ICE agents from conducting their operations, from stopping law enforcement officers from enforcing the law. You don't have the right to do that. You have the right to express your concerns. Well, that's it. You don't have the right to attack people and attack ICE officers. So as a result, there's a lot of things happening. A lot of protests breaking out. Look, if you want my honest thoughts, were the shots disproportionate to the response that it warranted? Yes. I don't think that he should have shot her. He should have shot the car, shot the tires, whatnot to stop her. But at the same time, you cannot blame the officer for shooting an leftist, anarchist, potentially domestic terrorist, okay? I say potentially because, I don't know, maybe they have a track record of constantly committing violence, but they are literally obstructing law enforcement and going against federal law. Like, if you don't want to die, just comply with law enforcement officers. Comply. But the thing is, these people, they get themselves into situations, they commit acts of violence and obstruct law enforcement, and they think nothing's gonna happen to them. They think that they're invincible. They think that they can just get away with it. And for so long, they're getting away with it. They have gotten away with it. And then finally, we have an administration who says, no, you're not gonna get away with it. And then they're screaming, this is fascism, fascism, fascism. No, you don't get to obstruct law enforcement when they're trying to simply enforce the law. We don't do that in civilized society. You don't get to just park your car sideways in the middle of the street to prevent other cars from moving. You don't do that. Him fearing for his life, the safety of others, the only thing that justifies him using deadly force. What if instead of driving off, she went and got distance and came back with greater speed? That's also a possibility. We don't know. We don't know if it's a possibility. But ultimately, I don't think the officer's in the wrong. I do think it was a little overblown. Okay, I think the response was a little overblown. But he was not in the wrong. He was not in the wrong. And so lots of protests, lots of things happening. Okay, so it is chaos in the streets. Okay, it's chaos in the streets of Minneapolis right now. Ooh! Right in the face. Right in the face. Ooh. Look at that. Oof. That's gotta hurt. Tear gas right in the face. Say it, don't attack law enforcement officers. Like, what do you think's gonna happen if you attack officers? Like, you're such an idiot. They're armed with weapons. What do you think's gonna happen? You can't just attack them. And when they tell you to get back, get back. See, look at that. They're egging on the ICE agents, right? So these left-wing agitators, they're saying, kill someone else. Kill someone else. So they're yelling, kill someone else. The reason why is because they don't actually care about innocent life, right? They don't care about human life. We all know this. They're so bloodthirsty. They want to kill babies up until the point of birth, even after birth. These are liberals who want to kill babies indiscriminately in the womb, even after birth, okay? These are people who think that children should be dead. These are people who don't care. They literally celebrated the death of Charlie Kirk. These people don't care about human life. They don't. They're saying... Right, they're saying, go for it, kill someone else. Why? Because they want that to happen. They want that to happen because they want a justifiable excuse in order to be crazy on the streets, to commit chaos and have these riots, destroy property, have a reason, a justified moral reason, right? Quote unquote. A reason to attack ICE agents, to label the Trump administration as fascist and authoritarian and evil. They want an excuse. It's all about for them to have a moral reason, a contrived moral reason in order to commit acts of violence. That is why they want it. Go for it. Kill someone else. That's what they're saying. And we on this channel, we on our side of the internet, if you condone political violence and killing innocent people, I have nothing to do with you. I don't want anything to do with you. We should not kill innocent people. We should not kill people we disagree with. We don't do that, okay? But these people do. These libtards, these leftist agitators and protesters, that's what they want. They want people dead so that they have a reason to riot. And they don't care about this person who was shot by this ICE agent. They don't care. They actually don't care. They only want to use her as a means to justify their own violence against ICE agents and violence against their own people and violence against this country because they hate America. They absolutely hate America. M3 Green, correction, Minneapolis rider shot as she attempted to use her car as a weapon to drive over. Absolutely. That's what it is. You have Hood Genius Coping calling ICE terrorists, which makes no sense. Yeah, they're not. ICE cannot be terrorists because they are federal agents. They are law enforcement officers. They are not terrorists by definition. But they always keep playing these word games in order to justify violence against conservatives and Christians and right-wingers. So this is the game that they play. They are bloodthirsty. They are bloodthirsty. They are actually secretly happy that the ICE agent shot that woman so that they have an excuse to mobilize, to have people be enraged, and to commit more acts of violence and to riot on the streets. That's what liberals are about. That's what liberals are about. And so here, ICE has deployed tear gas and pepper spray in South Minneapolis as the situation intensifies. Mob preventing ICE from doing their jobs. Keep pushing ICE. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Get back. Look, it's the same thing. It's like they are mobbing ICE agents. They are surrounding them and preventing them from doing their jobs. And then once they start shooting tear gas, right in the face. How could you? How could you? How dare you? You guys are evil. Bro, like, what are you talking about? You're the ones preventing them from doing their jobs. You're the ones mobbing them and attacking them. And when they tell you to move, you don't move. And then when you F around and find out, when you have to bear the consequences of your own actions by attacking federal agents and obstructing federal law enforcement, oh my gosh, woe is me. Woe is me. So deeply unserious.
Fuck off. All that video. You fucking kill someone else. Kill someone else.
Look, even there's so many people saying that right now. Kill someone else. Like, they're egging them on. They want people to die. They want to be shot. They want someone to be shot so that they have a reason, a moral reason, a political reason to commit violence. Like, these people are insane. These people are insane. Marine's Blood, what's up? Thanks for the follow. If I was there in person in those protests, I would say, hey guys, relax, relax. We don't want people to die. Kimchi Kamochi, what's up? Thanks for the follow. But these liberals are freaking insane. They are egging on the ICE agents. They want people to die. They're absolutely insane. They're using an umbrella as a shield against the pepper spray. Ah!
Go another way. Move. Go another way. Move. Go another way.
Like, move. Like, move. You're not a martyr for some great grand cause. Can you imagine? I don't understand this headspace, okay? Can someone please explain this? And if you are of this mindset, I want to ask, what the heck is going on in your head? You are putting your lives on the line for foreign invaders. Like, these white liberals are putting their lives on the line for who? For who? What is the goal? They're protecting who? Foreign invaders in their own country. You know, for all of history, people used to die in order to defend their home against foreign invaders. Now these white liberals are defending their own government from deporting foreign invaders. They're defending foreign invaders from their own government, okay? And they are attacking law enforcement officers that are trying to deport people who don't belong here. You know what? You know what you used to call those kind of people in the past? And you know what they actually are? They're traitors. They're absolute traitors. They are protecting and giving privileges to foreign nationals, foreign invaders, over their own people. So what's going on right now, guys, it's not just politics, right? It's not just simply politics. It's something very deep. It's something much deeper. And there's something wrong with them. There's seriously something wrong with them. Why are you committing this act of essentially treason? What are they asking? What, like, I don't understand. I will never understand that. You are putting your lives on the line and being violent and protesting for what? To protect foreign invaders in your own country. You know how ridiculous that sounds? That's an act of treason. And for people who are traitors, they should be punished. They should. What are you doing trying to protect foreign nationals? And if it's foreign nationals trying to protect other foreign nationals, that makes sense. Again, same thing, denaturalize and deport. But these people, what are you doing? What are you doing? Defending foreigners. That's an act of treason. That is an act of treason right there, chat. And right there, like, what are you doing? Get out of the way, dude. Get out of the way. If you don't want if you need to get out the way, or else you're gonna F around and find out. You can't just stand in front of vehicles when they're trying to move. Look at this freaking soy jack dude. Like, he thinks he's like, what are you gonna do, push against the car? You think you're gonna be able to stop an F-150? These people have a hero complex, man. What are you're not him. You're not him. Move out the way. You're a retard. Move out the way before you get run over by obstructing law enforcement. You just can't stand in front of cars. Hey. Like, he thinks he's him. He thinks he's a hero. He's a hero for stopping law enforcement.
Hey!
Look, now they're throwing snowballs. They're throwing objects at the vans.
Hey! Get the fuck out! Move! Fuck you! Fucking fuck you! Get out! Wait! Get out! Fuck! Get out the way! Get out the way of the truck! Move! Fuck you!
All these people should be arrested. These are acts of terrorism. These are acts of violence against federal agents and federal officers. This is terrorism. Like, they should all be arrested. I don't know why they're not. Hopefully they are.
Nazi!
Oh, they're Nazis. They're Nazis because they just want to get through and drive through the road. That's what makes them Nazis. Not you guys being freaking unhinged. all these journalists and reporters.
What are you doing? You're breaking families, bitch! You're breaking families, motherfucker! Get out of their way! Get out of there! Hey, let the vehicle move! You guys are breaking families, man! You can't be doing that!
Oh yeah, you're breaking families, man. You're breaking families. All right, we'll deport them together. We are pro-family, so we will deport them together. They can, as a family, go back to where they came from. All the Somalian families, oh yeah, they can go back to where they came from. Great point. Great point. Yeah, no, we don't like ICE breaking apart families. We don't. So yeah, let's just deport them together.
Fuck off! Get back!
Dang, dude, this is crazy. Hey, it is chaos. It is chaos in Minneapolis. And here's the thing. You need to arrest all these people, but they are severely short-staffed and understaffed. This is why it's very important that local police officers and local police departments are willing to cooperate with ICE. Unfortunately, they're not. And this is where Trump has to do like a Venezuelan regime change type thing in all these Democrat cities because they need to. And you have freaking traitors like Jacob Frey. I am aware of a shooting involving an ICE agent at 34th Street in Portland. The presence of federal and immigration enforcement agents is causing chaos in our city. We're demanding ICE to leave the city immediately. We stand rock solid with our immigrant and refugee communities. Yeah, they'll never stand strong. They'll never stand strong with Americans. They'll never stand with Americans, traitors like Jacob Frey. But they will stand with foreigners and refugees. And so you have freaking Elon Musk, oh my gosh, ratioing him into crazy oblivion. Oh my gosh. Look at that. You are a pathetic donkey. So true, Elon Musk. Based. So true. Yeah, and I said, you're a traitor. His blood is on your hand, you treacherous leech. Like, the thing is, you start creating these environments and these situations where you have mass importations of foreign nationals into your country, into your city, then yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You're gonna cause this kind of chaos and unrest in your cities. So, spare me the whole, oh, we demand ICE to leave and we stand rock solid. Like, he's a traitor. You see him waving Somali flags. This guy's a traitor. He likes Somalia more than he does America. His allegiance is to Somalians and to Somalia over America. No one deserves and should be in public office like that. No one deserves to be in public office. In America, you used to have to be a Christian. Now, you can be a freaking Somali-loving, Muslim-simping sellout like Jacob Frey, and you can be the mayor of a large American city. It is unbelievably ridiculous. It is unbelievably ridiculous. Yes, the mayor's a traitor. Absolutely. And so, yeah. Crazy things happening, chat. Like, crazy things happening. Minneapolis is blowing up. I've seen the video. Don't believe this propaganda machine. The state will ensure there's a full, fair, and expeditious investigation to ensure accountability and justice. Look, Matt Van Swol. Federal agent says to get out of the car, refuses, reverses the car, gasses the accelerator, hits federal agent with her car. Yeah. That's what's going on. Here's a zoomed in, slowed down version. Right? You see it. You see it. Look, chat. Straightens the wheels. Straightens the wheels. It's straight. It's straight. It's straight right there. It's straight right there. Okay? So she's trying to hit the federal agent. She's trying to. Okay, and then she turns and then she moves. All right, so you can see her wheels were turned away from the officer well before he shot. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. This guy's such a cuck. I've seen this guy, a freaking soy boy cuck. Presbyterian, a Christian conservative. Shut up, man. You're freaking... Look at this guy. Look at this guy. An absolute cuck. An absolute cuck. Weak, limp-wristed cuck. He's always on the wrong side of every single one of these arguments. Look, the wheel is straight. The wheel is straight here. Okay? If anyone drives, you know you can immediately, after you reverse, you immediately turn your wheels all the way to the right if you're trying to go to the right. But they straighten out their wheels first. Straighten out their wheels first. And then here, after she hit the police officer, after she hit the ICE agent, that's when she moves the wheels, okay? Look, she has all like the bumper stickers of like, coexist, and love is love. So if you don't want to get shot, don't ram your car into ICE agents. Don't. And don't park your car perpendicular to the flow of traffic. Don't do that. Stop obstructing law enforcement. You're not heroes. You're retards. And you're going to F around. You're going to find out. So stop being retarded. Let law enforcement do its job and get out the way. Get out the way. So it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. The claim that they just indiscriminately killed her, which is retarded. Oh, look at this. Jacob Frey to ICE. Get the F out of Minneapolis.
But I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis.
He thinks he's him. Get the F out of Minneapolis. Shut up, you freaking cuck. Yeah, they are literally willing to die to destroy this country, and that's what these liberals are. Kimchi, if someone accelerates in the direction of an ICE officer after being told to get out of the car, they should expect to be shot. Law enforcement shouldn't have to be halfway pinned under a car before they can defend themselves. Absolutely. And we need to tell people that we're not going to tolerate anarchy and chaos anymore. We're not going to tolerate left-wing violence where left-wing agitators can get away with anything any longer. Like, we can't do that. And we have to make an example and say, stop. In the name of the law, stop. Stop. Just stop throwing objects and rocks and firebombing people, attacking conservatives, stopping ICE agents from carrying out their duties. Like, you need to stop. You need to stop. And so, I don't care. I frankly don't care. It's like, she was retarded. She should have just, in that moment, first of all, she shouldn't even been there. She shouldn't have even been there. But after she was told to get out the car, she should have gotten out the car. But she didn't. And these people, they hate order. They hate the rule of law. They hate anything that poses a threat to their crazy cultural communist agenda, okay? Their stupid fake revolution. So ICE just killed an American citizen. They keep saying that. It's just like so retarded. Aaron Rupart's a retard.
To ICE.
Oh, my left ear's liking this.
Get the fuck out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite.
No, actually, they're trying. It's just that you are abetting and literally egging on left-wing protesters to commit violence against ICE agents. Devontae, thanks for the follow. What's up? If ICE was able to come in and just literally get all the illegals out, there would be no problem. But you're creating these stupid, retarded revolutionaries who think they're him.
People are being hurt. Families are being ripped apart.
Yeah, but you don't care about the families who are hurt and being ripped apart and killed by illegals, do you? By the fraud, the rampant fraud, the billions that's being stolen from American taxpayers. You don't care about that. Because his allegiance is to foreigners over Americans. That's treason. That's by definition treason.
Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city.
Yeah, they've been here for what, a few years?
To our culture, to our economy, are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead. That's on you. And it's also on you to leave. It's on you to make sure that further damage, further loss of life and injury is not done.
More will be killed. That's what he's saying. More will be killed if you don't leave. And liberals are salivating at this story. They're so happy about this story, okay? Because they feign outrage. But inside, they are happy because it gives them a reason to be outraged. Liberals thrive on outrage porn. They love it because it gives them a reason to commit acts of violence and insurrection. They're happy. They're happy this happened. Because now they can now point to the Trump administration and say, hey, you're genuine Nazis. Let's lead a revolt against the Nazis. And anyone who supports the Nazi regime. Look at that. Look at this. Just clownery. Absolute clownery. This black police officer. Is she the police chief? Boo. Derp. Oh, man, dude. Oh, you have like idiots like Hassan Piker, fascist-ass country where the only job prospects is untrained Gestapo thugs who feel empowered to do whatever they want. F ICE. Unblock me, Hassan! I can't respond to him. I can't respond. And Verlium is right. Then go home. If it's such a terrible and oppressive country, why do you choose to stay? Access to white society is not a human right. See, that's the thing. All these immigrants, leave. If it's so bad for immigrants here in America, if it is a freaking Gestapo fascist control regime, leave. Get out. But why do you feel like you're entitled to America? Because you guys are parasites. These are parasites. They are parasites. They're foreign invaders. They're people who will pillage you and your children. They want to kill you and your children. They will stop at nothing to do that if they can benefit from it. If they can steal from you, steal your wealth, your inheritance, your homes, your land, that's what they're here to do. And people like Hassan Piker are imperialist scumbags. They are people who are built on conquest. They want to conquer you. And so this is what conservatives and the right wing need to understand. Either you conquer or you will be conquered. There's no middle ground. You can't share a country with people who hate you, hate your history, hate your traditions and customs. They want to do away with everything that makes America America. You cannot share a country with these people. And ultimately, you can't share a country with a mass amount of foreigners. You can't. Because their allegiance, their loves are fundamentally different to yours. And at the end of the day, they worship a different God, and you cannot share a country with people who blaspheme Christ and who hate Christ. You can't. You can't. And so we're done. We're done with this nonsense. We're done. If you hate America so much, then get out. Get out. You are not entitled to anything here. And if it's truly so awful here, then get out. Leave. Go back home. Go back home, and there's nothing wrong with sending people back home to the country they love more than America. Absolutely, Max. These guys love to talk smack about the U.S. and they will still live here. Mighty Queef dropped a tweet. Oh my gosh, Mighty Queef, he blocked me too. Because they're all cowards. They're all cowards. They can't. Oh, Mighty Queef. Yo, wait. Yo, I look up Mighty Queef, and it turns up. Yeah, F ICE. Yeah, you blocked me because you're a freaking coward. I ratioed him on every single one of his political posts because he's a freaking retard. Mighty Queef is a retard. That's why he blocked me. That's why they all blocked me. Even OmniLiberal, Destiny blocked me. Destiny, all the biggest left-wing content creators, they all block me. Why? Because I don't troll them. I actually don't troll. I mean, I troll them sometimes, okay? But I completely disprove them, and I quite literally pwn them. God, that's a word we haven't used in a while, huh? That's from our age when we were younger. Pwn. You got pwned. But yeah, because Destiny can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. This is the type of stuff that people like Asmongold are cheering on. Yeah, true. Yeah, rip, bozo. They told her to get out of the car, and then she put it into reverse and tried to run over an officer and drive away. Comply with police and don't run them over. This angle shows it better. Yeah. Look, let's go. Elon Musk and Asmongold coming together. Yes, and an officer of law says stop, you stop. Attempting to murder them with a car obviously requires self-defense. Let's go, based! I'm so glad we have Elon Musk on our side, and people say he's not on our side. Hey, people come around, okay? We have to have patience, and Elon Musk, at the end of the day, is a person too. He's just an autistic genius. But people will come around. People will come around. But yeah, again, the angle, the slow down angle, we've talked about it. It shows that she straightened her wheels, tried to hit the officer intentionally, and then tried to drive away. And this is not me crafting a narrative. That's exactly what happened. If she was simply just trying to drive away, which she shouldn't have been doing, she would have turned her wheel completely after she was done reversing, but she didn't. Marine's Blood had to back out of a conversation at X with an anarchist because they wouldn't actually converse. Just government and laws bad and immoral. Yeah, retarded. Anarchists are retarded. They don't know how the world works. They don't know how the world works. All these people tweeting F ICE are just those who care about the trending thing. Yeah, they only care about the current thing. They only care about the current thing. So I don't care. I frankly like I'm not happy that she died. Okay. I'm not happy at death, and I don't think anyone is. And if you are happy at death, like, I'm sorry, like, that's not a good place to be. I pray for your soul, but I'm not freaking out. I'm not outraged about this. And the reason why I'm not outraged about this is because, again, she was intentionally blocking law enforcement, her car perpendicular to the flow of traffic on the street. And then when she was told to get out of the car, she wouldn't get out of her car. She actually reversed and tried to hit the officer and drive away. What do you think is going to happen? You should expect to be shot or face dire consequences if you don't comply with law enforcement, or at the very least, like, obstruct law enforcement from doing their job. If you do that, then you should expect to face dire consequences. We can't have a society where law enforcement officers can't enforce the law. Done deal. I want to live in an orderly society. A society where we respect the rule of law, where we understand a common thread of conduct, standard of conduct, understanding that we don't go out into the streets and commit violence and riot and acts of anarchy, left-wing terrorism. We're not going to do that in this country. So spare me the outrage. Spare me the outrage. I don't care. If you're going to decide to attack ICE officers and to obstruct federal agents from doing their job, then you can expect consequences, okay? You can expect to get shot, because there's no reason why law enforcement officers need to tolerate it. They don't.